Hello, 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 good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Saturday, November 26th, 2016. Wow, we are moving out, and many of us are finishing up a very long weekend from Thanksgiving. Many of us, I know some of us had to go in and go to work. But I wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about this thing called persistence. Persistence as we wind down. We are at 35 days and counting. I know I keep doing a countdown for you, but it's because there is such a strong push for me to realize and recognize that 2017 has to be different. Good morning, Vanessa. It has to be stronger. It has to be better. We have to be better, and it will not happen accidentally. And so persistence is one of those character traits that I call transferable, meaning it can be applied on the job, in a marriage, dealing with children who are trying to lose their mind, or siblings, family members who are out of control. Persistence is needed when you're trying to start a new venture, when you're changing your trajectory in life. You're going to have to be persistent, or persistent rather. Good morning, Rhonda. And so I'm just encouraging you. If you are one who is in the past giving up when the wind just blows a little, I'm not even talking full-scale storm. If the wind starts blowing, if someone looks at you cross-eyed, you just change your mind and give up and go back to whatever the norm is. I've said before, the comfort zone is a prison zone. We cannot be that easy to give up and quit and give in. Not when your why is strong enough. And I guess that's the foundation. If your hunger has gotten you to the point where you refuse to give up, that's what has to be applied. Storms are absolutely going to come in everyone's life. None of us escape that. My cousin Donnie is off his cruise, I see. Had a wonderful time. I saw some of the pictures. Listen, we cannot be that weak. And I'm sorry, that's what I'm going to call it. Not that necessarily you're a weak person, but at certain segments in your life, when you give up so easily, you cannot do that. Again, not if your why, not if that foundation is strong enough. I think of the parable of the widow and the unjust judge in Luke 18. This woman needed protection. She needed the hand of the judge. And let me say this, that's called real life. Everybody is not going to be rooting for you. Everybody does not want you to succeed. Everyone is not waiting for you to say, oh, girl, I'm just so proud of you. Keep it moving. Hey, bro, what's up? You got it going on. Everyone's not going to do that for you. That is not your cue to give up and give in and turn over and roll over and play dead. You can't do that if your why is strong enough. I think about Les Brown, his first job as a radio DJ. You know the only reason he got that job? Because day after day after day after day, he went back. Did anyone get fired? Did anyone quit? Anyone sick? Anyone didn't want to come in today? He kept doing that. Regardless of how foolish he seemed, regardless of how foolish it made him appear, he refused to give up because the inside, he had a burning desire to get into the radio business, to serve as a DJ. Okay, he didn't give up. He refused to give up. I want you to think about some things that you've got going on, and you think back and you say, yeah, I could have held out a little longer for that. I could have pushed a little further for that. I have a dear girlfriend right now whose son is sick and not getting the care that he needs. Now that's a mother. She has come up against every bureaucratic roadblock known to man. This sister is pushing and persisting. Her why is because her son needs her, and it's a grown son. Moot point. Moot point. When your why is strong enough, you will persist. You will not give up. You will not quit. And I'm talking, that's in the face of 1,000 no's. That is in the face of authority telling you, oh, this can't be done. No, we can't work that. Nope, that's outside of our regulations. You will find a way when you need to. And so I'm just going to encourage you as we prepare to launch ourselves into 2017 that you get the strength. That you get the strength. Hey, Sean, my beautiful niece in St. Louis, you've got to. You don't have an option when your why is strong enough. Now, I'm not talking about little lightweight elementary stuff. I'm not talking about anything like that. Stuff that don't really matter. Yeah, no. He said no. Okay, well, okay. I'm not talking about anything of that. I'm talking about that stuff that makes a real difference, that is going to impact your life, that is going to impact your livelihood, that is going to impact your sanity. You won't even be able to stay in your right mind if you don't persist and get it. It takes strength of character. It takes that pit bull tenacity where you refuse to give up. I don't care if I got to tweak it and come back from the left side and, oh, that was still a no? Okay, I'm going to back that thing up and hit it from the right. I'm going to go to 3 or 4 brothers that I know that have done this before. I'm going to get me and surround myself with some sisters who will not allow me to quit. They won't allow me to give up. Surround yourselves with villagers like that. Because again, if you got that friend who's like, well, yeah, they did say no, I guess that's just not going to happen. That's not the one. You can't be too close with that. That encourages, that allows for someone to give up and give in. And when that why is strong enough, when you need that thing bad enough, when it will not allow you to sleep or rest until you have it, okay, you're going to get persistent. I don't care how and who talks about you. I don't care how many folk look at you cross-eyed. Okay, so that is my encouragement for today, that you would persist, that you would not give up, that you refuse to turn back and give in. Okay, some of us, 2017 is our why. Some of us so ready to get up out of 2016, we're trying to rush these last 35 days. Let me tell you that if you are not prepared for 2017, it's going to eat you alive. Okay, we got 35 days remaining in 16 to prepare ourselves for what we desire, for what we hunger for what we want, for what we insist on in 17. Okay, so my hope is that you dig deep, get the strength you need, surround yourselves with the correct villagers of like mind, and move out and move into 2017 on purpose. As a reminder, my last teaching call will take place this morning at 9 a.m. California time. And I'll post the number again on Facebook. If you would join me, we're going to talk a little more about this persisting through the storms. Life is not very friendly. And if you don't get some metal behind you, you're going to roll over and get steamed rolled over by life. That ought not be an option. Okay, until then, take real good care. And remember, persistence pays.